you see little glimpses here and there, losing close games. This 2-10 start, LeBron playing weird to what I'm seeing is pretty good. Playing decent, but then recapping the season, Anthony Davis, dude. Getting injured and injured and injured, and then there's always this and that woo-woo, and there's more of that, and there's more of that. Anthony Davis continuing to get hurt left and freaking right, bro. Cats have to make me sit up in this chair, bro. Back injury. Foot injury. Load management at like 28 years old, which is, I guess it's a thing. Yeah, I guess it's a thing for the NBA fans. Load management, I guess that's a thing. It would work out, and it does work. We asked the Clippers about that one, bro.
Stupid. I'm not gonna.
You asked the Clippers about that load management life. So we're doing that this year, and this is the first time as a Lakers fan I'm seeing this go down. Usually when a player is not playing, it's because he's hurt or tweaked or something. But they're actively load managing Anthony Davis, and the dude is still hurt. And it brings me to the issue when we're breaking down the Lakers recap of the season, 2023 season. And this is a problem that we all have with Anthony Davis. It's a continuing problem that the Lakers fandom has with Anthony Davis. If he's not hurt, he's inconsistent. And I don't want to hear it in the chat. Dudes are sitting there saying, well, he's one of the best players in the world. You're right, he's one of the best players in the world when he's actually in that mode. He gets into that mode. Okay, does he get out of bed in that mode? No, he doesn't. He doesn't get out of bed in that mode, bro. It was every time that the critics, that the this, that, and the third were saying Anthony Davis was washed, that he wasn't that guy, that you would see him pop off and just have these dominant games. Having these dominant games. And this is why the Lakers fandom has such a freaking problem with this dude at times. And then we're like, yes. And then we're like, no. And then we're like, this, that, and the third. And then we're like, no, pull out the snipers, bro. Because this guy, if he's not hurt, he's inconsistent. Let me tell you something. I'll be the first guy to say this. When Anthony Davis is on, he legitimately is the best player in the world. When he's on. Now I'm curious in the chat. You tell me, percentage-wise, of the time that Anthony Davis is on. Now we know when I say on, I mean this. We know Anthony Davis' defensive prowess is second to none. Anthony Davis's defensive prowess is second to none. But the problem is his offensive ceiling is so high. We expect so much out of him. We expect so much out of Anthony Davis that we sit here, and as I sit here as a Lakers fan, damn near my whole life, 27 years old, and we're used to the Shaqs of the world. We're used to the Kobes. We're used to these guys, these dogs, these absolute dogs, just literally going all out for the cause. And then that makes me wonder, like, do you really want it? Because when he's not injured, he's dominating for 10 games, which he had that 10-game stretch. I think it was like 35-15. Anthony Davis, 35-15. And I'm just like, what more could you want? Don't trade this guy. This guy's untradeable. But again, what brought us there in this Anthony Davis saga, this up and down roller coaster? Well, at the time, cats were talking about trading Anthony Davis. LeBron gets hurt. People say, hey, punt the season away. Anthony Davis goes on this incredible run. Ran through DeAndre Ayton in Phoenix. I think Anthony Davis gave him 40 in that game. Anthony Davis gave 45 to Detroit. Anthony Davis gave 55 or 50. I can't even remember. 50 or 45 to Washington. And you might not say, hey, these are not playoff teams. It doesn't matter because cats in the NBA can ball out. And that's my problem too, because there's a thing. And it's like they can ball out. If you're dropping 50 in the NBA, you ain't no punk.
Stupid. I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
I'm telling you something, bro. If you're dropping 50 in the NBA, you're no punk, which is my problem. Because we have this expectation for Anthony Davis. We see him where he is, and then LeBron comes back. Injury, LeBron comes back. What does Anthony Davis do? Like if he got sniped, he takes a back seat and he goes back down. Okay, let me bring my production down. And a lot of times you saw that. And if you've ever heard this type of What's the saying? The flock follows the shepherd. If Anthony Davis and LeBron James are the best players on the Lakers, you consistently saw the Lakers playing down to their competition because you saw LeBron and AD, to a sense, taking breaks during the season, which I get to a sense from LeBron. Anthony Davis, my man.
Stupid. I'm not gonna let you get the ch.
You're 28 years old. You better stop that, bro. You cats are 28. You're 28 years old, 29 years old. You have no business taking freaking breaks. And you're saying, well, he's injury prone. Well, my man, you want to be that guy. If you want to be that guy, why are you trying to put yourself on 38-year-old LeBron James' same status as far as, hey, load management, this, that, and the third, that woo-woo. So as I recap the season, we see undersized roster, 2-10 start, Anthony Davis's injuries, and up and down season period. And that's the thing. You see the dominance, and then you see like, okay, I'm gonna become a G League player for a little bit, for a game or two. Then we go into this thing. Now people start questioning his heart. The Lakers show great dominant stretches, and obviously Russell Westbrook is in all this. Like, we're like, where did Russell go? Hey, I'm telling you, bro, that MVP Russ, I think he left him in OKC. He had to have left this cat in OKC, bro. MVP Russ, he's left in OKC with his jumper, with everything that we saw from him in the past. And the reality of things is he's just not that guy anymore. It was a bad fit from the start. Rob Pelinka, silent Rob Pelinka, which we're going to get to in a minute, bro. Silent Rob Pelinka tried to make this new big three in LA with Russ, AD, LeBron. And at the end of the day, when we really get down to the nitty gritty, it was never going to work because teams now, they're pivoting away from that big three mentality. That big three mentality is turning into two solid, really good players and then tons of role players who can shoot the ball and who can defend the basketball. That's where the league is going. You can get mad at me. You can this, that, and the third in the comment section. I encourage that. But let's be real. As we recap this season, the league is pivoting. And this three-star lineup, it's not going to work anymore, especially with LeBron and Russ, two ball-dominant guards. It was terrible. It was really, really tough to watch, man. Super tough to watch, especially for Russ. Like, man, bro.
Who are you?
I'm telling you, with that Russ thing, bro, it was really one of them these years where you're just like, man, I can't believe this. But then shout out to the middle of the year, LeBron breaks the record. That was awesome. I guess that was pretty cool. I've never been much of a LeBron James fan, but he plays for the Lakers now, so you got to rock with your team. No matter who's on the roster, man. If I had to root for Carlos Boozer, we're going to root for freaking LeBron. Like, I'm telling you, Lakers fans, we've been through a lot. But saying that, you get LeBron James here, and he breaks Kareem's record. I think that's cool. A Laker still holds the record. All-time leading scorer, this, that, and the third. I respect LeBron for that. You cannot say you don't respect this man for the work he's put in. Not only the work he's put in, but then there's a bigger discussion that says, hey, he didn't break this record just by chance. You know what I mean? And we're going to get into this thing. I think Kwame Brown called him out. It was hilarious. Shout out Kwame Brown. Like, we might not agree with everything he says, but let's be real. At the very least, when it came to LeBron's offensive bag, you could say whatever you want about that. It's not the most polished bag. It's not Kobe. It's not Mike. But the man stayed in the league long enough to score those points, so you got to give the man the respect. You can't give him the respect for breaking up good rosters, crying. We're going to get to that on many other streams and videos as Championship Mode Media Sports is back in the house. I'm telling you something, in this podcast right now on YouTube, take a chance. You're in the chat right now. You could potentially be talking trash. You could potentially be agreeing. Hey, many thumbs up. Click out of the chat and like the chat. Because when you do that, YouTube grabs the chat, the stream, and it shoots it to the moon. So there's something there for us when it comes to that. When I'm breaking down the Lakers season as we're at this like type of like intermission. LeBron breaks the record. Anthony Davis is sitting there. And this is why I'm telling you, Anthony Davis is very interesting. We're going to get into this. Like, there's a lot of rumors swirling around about Anthony Davis and LeBron James right now. About the Lakers, period. Like, I mean, shout out to the Nuggets, man. They did their thing. We're going to get to that. I'm telling you, though, there's very interesting things brewing up on the side of LeBron and Anthony Davis. We get to this point, this junction. LeBron breaks the record. We should be beating OKC, by the way. We're losing.
Stupid. I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
I'm telling you, bro, we were there and we're losing to these cats. And LeBron breaks the record. Anthony Davis is sitting down. The team is celebrating. Anthony Davis is sitting down. And you wonder why. You wonder why cats question your heart, dog. And Anthony Davis, a great basketball player. Like, I'm telling you, he could easily be the best basketball player in the world. And you could say bar none injuries, but there were even a few times this year when you're like, is he hurt? How did he get hurt? Are you serious? And that's why people like Stephen A. Smith were on some smoke because of that. Like,
Stupid.
Like,
I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
did he get a concussion or not? Is he concussed? And people were talking crap about that. But that's why, AD, let's be real, as a Lakers fan, Lakers Nation in this chat, starting championship on media sports again. You wonder why we question your heart, dog. We're not questioning your ability. Cat's got ability for days, bro. Anthony Davis has as much ability as you want in a freaking player as anybody in the league. Top 5 talent. All year long, we talk top 5 talent. Easy. But then this bigger discussion happens that says top 5 talent, top 15, 20 effort. I don't know. Because then you see the heart. You see the LeBron breaking the record. You see all these things happening. And Anthony Davis just, it seems like he don't have that smoke in him. He seems like he doesn't have that fire to kick it into another gear. And there was plenty of times where throughout the year, Anthony Davis blew games for us. He's supposed to be that guy, though. And that's my problem. You're supposed to be that guy, but you can't hit clutch free throws. You're supposed to be that guy, but you score 45 on one night, and then you score 15 on another, 6 points on another. And I'm telling you, I speak Lakers fans, you might disagree. Some people might be cool with Anthony Davis doing really good on the defensive end and then scoring like 10 points on the other end. Some fans might be cool. Whatever. Maybe they're pump faking. I don't know. But they might be cool with Anthony Davis having a good defensive game and then fouling to get a 4-point play to give the Mavericks and then blowing a couple of defensive assignments to give up game-winning shots. But I'm telling you, you're a Laker now. This guy's not a Pelican anymore, bro. But sometimes you see this like mentality, like if he's on a lottery team, so I'm going to tear it up one night whenever I got my back against all the media's talking about me. But then I'm going to pivot, and then I'm going to look like the best player in the world. I'm going to look like the best player in the world. And then to me, I'm just like, yo, just be that guy every night. And then there was rumors Anthony Davis comes in the offseason. Overweight. Cats look overweight. LeBron looks frustrated with them. LeBron, the team, looks frustrated with them. He's supposed to be that guy, but he's hurt. And I don't want to say faking injuries, bro, but let's be real, man. A lot of Lakers fans have a lot of questions, and it's hard because we saw Kobe. I think he dislocated his finger one time. Got to pop back into place and win and finish the game. So we're on a high level. You want to be a Laker, dog. So we go through that. The record gets broken. Anthony Davis's heart keeps getting questioned, but he's having good games, having bad games.